Alright, let's dive into something that's been on my radar lately: summer on the Baltic, specifically in Lithuania. Now, when you think of summer getaways, the Baltic might not be the first place that comes to mind, right? But here's the thing: as the Mediterranean heats up, literally and figuratively, places like Lithuania are stepping into the spotlight. And honestly, after looking into this, I'm starting to think it's not just a trend, it's a shift. Let me explain why. First off, imagine this: you're standing on a sandy white beach in Palanga. The water is this pale green hue, almost like nature's version of a pastel filter. It's not the turquoise of the Caribbean, but there's something uniquely calming about it. What makes this really interesting is the reason behind the color. It's from these feathery clouds of seaweed brushing against your legs. It's nature's way of saying, hey, I'm alive and thriving here. Personally, I think this is the kind of detail that makes a place memorable. It's not just a beach, it's an experience. Now, let's talk about the vibe. Palanga has this laid-back, almost nostalgic charm. Sure, parts of it can feel a bit rowdy: crowded beaches, kitschy promenades, but that's part of its character. What many people don't realize is that this place has been a go-to for Lithuanian holidaymakers since the 19th century. It's like the Baltic's version of a seaside resort town, but with a history that's both glamorous and gritty. The Tiskeviciai family turned it into a destination back in the day, and today, you can still feel that legacy in places like the Botanical Garden and the Amber Museum. By the way, if you're into quirky traditions, there's this bronze statue of Felixus Tiskevicius. Rub his foot, kiss his cheek, and apparently, good luck follows. I mean, why not, right? But here's where it gets really fascinating. Lithuania's Baltic coast isn't just about Palanga. There's the Curonian Spit, this narrow, protected stretch of land that feels like it's frozen in time. It's only accessible via Klaipėda, a port city that's worth a stop just for its restored castle and compact old town. From there, you take a ferry, yes, a ferry, to the Spit, and suddenly, you're in this world of dense forests, blue flag beaches, and legends that feel almost tangible. One thing that immediately stands out is the story of Nida, this giant who supposedly created the Spit by pouring sand from her apron. It's a myth, sure, but it speaks to how deeply connected the locals are to this place. What this really suggests is that Lithuania's Baltic coast isn't just a destination, it's a story. And it's a story that's still being written. Take the Curonian Spit, for example. It's a UNESCO-listed site, but it's also a place where nature and history are constantly at odds. In the 18th century, deforestation led to the burial of 14 villages under shifting sands. It's haunting, right? But it's also a testament to human resilience. Through reforestation and conservation, the area has been preserved, and now it's this incredible blend of natural beauty and historical depth. From my perspective, what makes Lithuania's Baltic coast so compelling is its balance. You've got these untamed, almost wild landscapes, but you also have these moments of comfort and luxury. Like, you can spend the day biking to Vesikrugas Dune, the highest point on the Spit, and then end the day at a smoke fishing shack in Prela, eating sea perch with fresh tomatoes and cold beer. It's this mix of adventure and relaxation that's hard to find elsewhere. If you take a step back and think about it, this is the kind of travel that feels meaningful. It's not just about ticking off a list of attractions, it's about immersing yourself in a place, understanding its rhythms, and maybe even leaving with a story of your own. Personally, I think that's what travel should be about. And honestly, after diving into this, I'm convinced that Lithuania's Baltic coast is one of those places that stays with you long after you leave. So, here's my closing thought. As we are all looking for the next great travel destination, maybe it's time to rethink what great means. Is it about the most Instagrammable spots, Or is it about the places that leave a mark on you? Lithuania's Baltic coast might not be the flashiest option, but it's definitely one that makes you think, feel, and remember. And in my opinion, that's what makes it worth the trip. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Would you trade the Med for the Baltic this summer? Let's chat.